All right, so this is the first official postseason Mad Men broadcast.
Absolutely.
Super Bowl was 3 days ago, and we're really going to get into our fantasy league. But of course, we need to talk about the Super Bowl.
Of course. What are your thoughts? I have so many opinions and so many things to not so many. I have I have thoughts about the game that I'm
We
interested
could
in getting
probably
out there, but
spend this entire game talking about the Super
I'm
Bowl.
I'm sure we will. What are
uh,
your thoughts though because they are your team and congratulations to you and all of the Patriots fans.
Patriot Nation.
It's an organization that I'm in awe of. Amazing, amazing job by everyone. Respect and everything that comes along with it. I root against you guys quite often, but it's from a place of respect every time. Every time.
well,
So, what are your thoughts?
first, and there's proof if you look at our Super Bowl preview game. I did predict the score accurately, 28.
You did, yeah, and
It's not
yeah,
very
right on
often.
to you, yeah,
Not very
right
often
on.
that I get to do that.
Hey, you analyzed the game and called the score and was come
That
on.
that being said, I did not want that to be the score. I wanted to win by two scores, especially with the controversial call at the end, which I understand, and a lot of people. I mean, I guess everybody kind of understands it on some level. A lot of people disagree with. I don't necessarily. Teddy Two Gloves, the quarterback of the Washington
Isn't that funny?
Redskins.
Okay, let's see what we got.
I feel like a lot is being taken away from New England based on everyone saying, well, if Seattle had uh, just run the ball, they would have won the game. We will never know that.
Yes,
The
this is very
Patriots
true. We'll
were
never
able
know
to
that.
stop Marshawn Lynch from gaining forward progress or past the line of scrimmage several times during that game. So also I heard a crazy stat that this season from one to go at goal, if that makes sense,
Uh-huh.
Marshawn Lynch is 1 for 5.
Really?
So 1 out of 5 times he made that 1 yard for the touchdown in that specific down and distance, or that specific
Really?
distance. So there was some, stats to go along with the fact that, maybe
Get him. I hear you, Draco. Get him. Shut up.
there's some
Absolutely.
data to support. We hit hard
Well,
up front.
no doubt. I hear you. I have no idea who the running back is. I haven't even looked yet.
I think it showed that at the beginning of the
I'm
game, but
sure it did.
we were talking Super Bowl.
I'm sure it did. Here's the thing, yeah, I'm with you 100%. Now, I will give you that my initial reaction was more. My immediate concern was Pete Carroll in that situation. My immediate concern. And then it's still Pete Carroll. How do you walk into the locker room after making that play call and all of these things? Because the thing that your team is being touted for is being this, you know what we're going to do, but we're going to do it anyway kind of team. Maybe that's more the defense than the offense because it was a quote during the Super Bowl. But if you're that team, that just plays hard and does the thing and all of that and blah, 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 then whatever. The decision didn't make sense to me. And part of the reason it didn't make sense to me is because you've got Marshawn Lynch and he's the best running back in the league and his specialty is falling forward and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in that situation, don't you give it to your offensive MVP? If that's really what he is, you know what I'm saying? Because with all due respect to Russell Wilson, who maybe really is, because what you just told me now is that one of the things that I was giving Lynch credit for being, he really wasn't. It wasn't even close to that. Oh, I thought that was a
Oh,
pick, bro.
I did too.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe he never deserved as much of that as like maybe he's more middle of the field running back. He's a super aggressive
Oh, I don't take anything away
one.
from him,
Yeah,
but
right. Yeah, you don't want to because
situationally,
he doesn't deserve to have anything taken from him.
but maybe there's just something about a situational 1 yard play where maybe he works well with like zone blocking
And
or a specific type of you know distance running. There's you know And again, we'll never know. I'm not saying that he couldn't have made that yard.
Fair enough.
He had
Yeah.
theoretically 3 tries, although there would have been some real clock management to go along with that. So 2 solid tries.
This is very true. Yeah, we'll never know. The thing that we do know, though, is that a player on a super prepared team, that's a pick, Daniel. Really? Really? Oh, wow.
Jay Cutler just shrugged off a sack. I wanted the pass, and I got hit when I first hit the button. And then he's there again, and I'd already committed.
Wow.
Good job, not Gronkowski. Patriots fans, please forgive me. I wanted Tom Brady. I wanted Gronkowski, but this is a fantasy draft, and I had to take Revis with the first slot. I think Brady was already gone anyway. So that's where we are.
So you have Jay Cutler.
We have Jay Cutler,
for Tom Brady, and whoever that guy is doing a really good
Kyle Rudolph, who,
Gronkowski impersonation.
just to connect some dots here, Teddy Bridgewater's tight end. Kyle Rudolph just caught that touchdown.
All right, fair enough. 1 degree of separation, I suppose.
I suppose.
Okay, so we don't know if he ever would have gotten those 2 yards, right? But we do know that a player on a team who I marvel at their level of organization and game planning and everything. Game plan was phenomenal. You called that as well, right? Absolutely, game plan was phenomenal. And this rookie player, walk with me here, is so in tune to what to watch for and whatnot, and why not prepare your team to watch for that play, that he has a vision from God of the play taking place.
Here we go with this.
Of the play taking place, and is there before the receiver is, so much so that he gets blasted to the ground like a bolt of lightning hit him.
Over,
right?
yes.
And all that was preparation.
They ran.
Oh,
and he
love it.
talks about it later when he's a little more settled down.
Oh no, that's no disrespect.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that to be demeaning in any way.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. He says that he saw the play unfolding
because they had ran.
Absolutely, bro. That's preparation.
Brady's
I didn't mean that
backup
disrespectful
ran
at all.
that
I
play,
love it.
as the pretend Seahawks in practice that week.
Absolutely, they did. Come on, man.
He's like, well, why not sell out for this? Because it's either that or a touchdown, right? So,
right.
And a great play by the kid who he came in because I believe it was Ryan Logan, maybe, was getting destroyed by this tall Chris Matthews, worked at Foot Locker, got kicked out of the Canadian League guy, comes in and is just destroying. I believe it was either Kyle Arrington or Ryan Logan. So Brandon Browner's like, put me on this guy so we can take him out. We got to deal with this Chris Matthews, and Brandon Browner did, by the way. Which is another thing I called during the Super Bowl. I said, move Brandon Browner over to him, and they did. So at least I know my team, right?
Oh, fair enough, bro. I'll give you that.
And then they bring this guy in who I'm not familiar with.
You were so there. I was hoping he could throw it past you.
So this guy is only in the game because they needed another corner to fill in for Brandon Browner's spot when he moves.
Fair enough. I love all of that. Respect. Belichick has... Oh, my God, Belichick.
I feel like so much fluky stuff. And this is the Patriots.
That was a big play, man. That was a big tackle.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Patriots homer coming out, but I feel like I wish the game hadn't been that close. Like, you look at... We could have gone into halftime 14-7, except in 30 seconds you give up the Seahawk magic.
Right.
You have the 4-point lead with 2 minutes left in the game, and all you have to do is cover the receivers, and Seahawk magic lets Jermaine Kearse bobble a catch around and catch it laying on his back.
Right.
And you
hate the Seahawk magic. You believe in the Seahawk magic?
I believe in the Seahawk magic, and had they been playing anyone else other than, I guess, the Chargers, then I would have been all on Team Seahawk magic, But the Patriots and obviously they bring this up in the Super Bowl. The two Super Bowl losses that the Patriots have, there were some plays that you're like, I can't believe this just happened. Like the David Tyree helmet catch kind of thing. And then you're like, here it goes again with Jermaine Kearse. That is the coolest little route on this Madden playbook.
Was it a circle or?
It was a slant, but I mean it was a slant. It was a slant that went upfield a bit.
Oh, right on. Fair enough. Attack limit linebacker. For real.
The old pro form, one of my favorites from Madden 93. You don't see this ever anymore. But I would say that if I was not a Patriots or Seahawks fan, then I'd feel like I had a really good Super Bowl to watch.
Right.
One of the better ones, score wise that we've had in years.
Fair enough. Yeah, I enjoyed every bit of it. I was enthralled every bit of it, except for the well, we watched the commercials intently, and some of them were memorable, but it didn't feel like I don't know. It didn't feel like what the commercial thing gets hyped up to be for the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl was great. That stupid tortoise versus the hare commercial was a disappointment.
Let
right?
down.
Get it together, Mercedes. Best cars in the business, man, but the commercial is garbage.
I guess I don't know. I'll probably think of another one.
Hello, Xbox.
Stop listening, Xbox. You creep.
You're so creepy, Xbox. Nobody likes you. Stop listening. Why won't you stop listening? Go home, Xbox. You're drunk. I think we just hurt your Xbox's feelings because it listened for a ridiculously long time. Looking at us right now.
One of my favorites, and it felt like there were less commercials this year, which is totally fine. Maybe it's because I was more nervous about the game. But that T-Mobile commercial with Sarah Silverman and the blonde girl, I can't think of her name right now.
Oh, I tried to get there, bro. That guy was blocking one person, and I ran into him. I'll give him that. But picked up the block on me brilliantly. I would have liked to have at least blasted through him, but he just held on to me and the other cornerback like we weren't there. Wow. Nice, bro. I never even looked over there.
Really?
Never even looked over
I
there.
forgot that I had Devin Hester, and I noticed him on that screen. I was like, oh, let's give that a shot.
You know what? I saw him over there also on that play.
And
I just saw his name, and I bit with that safety. Man.
Your
that
safety
guy had
crept
help.
up.
No help. That was all me, bro.
Yeah.
That was all me. Oh, good play.
If Jay Cutler's good for one thing, it's bombing it down the field.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so what this brings me to, obviously, also after the Super Bowl, is that there's a conversation about legacy, right? And Belichick is Belichick. If I haven't given enough praise over his tenure, then people are demanding too much praise. Belichick is Belichick. You know
Best coach ever.
Arguably, right?
Right.
Like, we've had this conversation about the NBA game, and like getting into eras and all of that. It's too much to do.
He's kind of the best coach across two eras now, almost, though, if you think about it. The initial 3 Super Bowl wins, there was a big gap between.
Well, what are we going, like 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
I mean, and we're
You
in
consider this
and
in
we're in
the era?
2015 now. Well, we're multi-decade at least. The game has changed.
The game is more conducive to what they do. The game has changed greatly in their favor.
Right.
Um, but whatever. Yeah, he's been the best coach in the league for a really long time. I'll give you that, absolutely. And 2 eras, absolutely, I can see that because it is a complete, like, yeah, the change was gradual and they were a part of it and whatever, but it still is a completely different game, which is the heart of the conversation. So yeah, over 2 eras, Belichick's best coach in the league. Part of that success comes from the greatness of Brady, and and I'll make this quick. It was a really long thought, and I, again, have nothing but respect for Brady on multiple levels. He seems like a guy that's living a really good life and deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So props to Brady. Nothing but respect. Part of what's so great that you get from him is that, unlike a Peyton or a Vic, or you name any. Really? Bro, I accept no blame for that, bro. I threw that high.
Well, Teddy's a rookie, so
Are you kidding me?
and your receiver was
So
kind
far
of
up
behind
the
me
field.
and to the left. Yeah, that
So far up the field. I'm pointing it for those that. Yeah, so far up the field.
we're gonna have the webcam very soon. Like we've just been lazy and haven't got it, but soon we need to see Wesley pointing.
How far up the field the
How far
receiver
up the
was,
field
and how
is-
ridiculous it is that Bridgewater threw the ball into the linebacker's chest. But okay, that just happened. Okay, nothing but respect for Brady. But part of the brilliance is that he wasn't one of these high name picks and whatever. He just happened to fall into a really good situation, and he's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't. He came into the league with this give me a shot thing. What is it that you need me to do? Okay, I'll do that. And he can. He's a machine, bro. He doesn't make mistakes. You know, my arguments against him are always like, I don't know. There's
He's not risky enough at times, or
maybe
he's too
maybe he's
conservative.
not risky
Maybe
enough. Maybe it seems very mechanical, everything
Right.
that he does, and Belichick benefits from that because he's a tremendous game planner. I just need you to do what I'm telling you to do, players. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a quarterback that can do it and is a good enough athlete. You know, you can never take away from his athleticism, but is a good enough athlete to show personal greatness. You know what I'm saying? But mentally complies and gets in line. You know what I'm
it
saying?
helped probably a lot that he wasn't some college all-star that came in thinking he already knew what was going on, so that Belichick could
Absolutely.
kind of have a lot of input on how Brady's game developed.
There's no guarantee of that humility, right? There just isn't. Even with Andrew Luck, there's part of his game that seems like it's just him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, and I'm not saying Brady has never gone through reads or anything like that, but there are times when even when he passes the ball, when you know that's the play. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just need you to go out there and run the play. The play was to pass the ball to this guy, no matter how far up the field it is. Especially now, a lot, quarterbacks are asked to not go through reads on pass plays. It's just, this is where we want you to pass the ball. And a lot of that is probably, I don't want to say mimicked from the Patriots organization, because that was just a random thought and may not really be true. But they do that as well. You know what I'm saying? Brady,
I believe they get
arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, does that as well.
I believe
Just do
they
your
get
job.
some credit for introducing a spread style offense to the NFL, and a lot of that comes with just designed plays to a receiver where the other 3-4 receivers are doing things to create the space for that
Right,
guy.
absolutely.
We're playing the backups now.
Ah,
Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, the law firm.
Who's their backup quarterback? Who is Davis?
I don't know. Austin Davis, is that a guy? I think was the Rams quarterback this year.
Austin Davis is getting out of town.
Throw the flag. So yeah, this guy who is not Will Fork made me think of Will Fork. Brady and Will Fork, I believe, the only guys on the team this year that have a Super Bowl ring. So nice for all the other Patriots
Yeah, right on.
that have
Fair
been
enough.
heading that way.
Oh, I did that to you, defensive end. I mean, offensive lineman. What's the end lineman? Guard.
So fantasy Redskins not looking great.
I probably didn't do them service either. I could have checked to see who they were. I'll tell you what, the Patriots look like the Patriots to me, though.
Well, this defense has a chip on their shoulder because fantasy Patriots are rated like 28th in the league at defense or something. And I felt like I drafted a killer defense, and it's looking like it.
I, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I wish that thing where maybe it's not realistic to make the receiver move. But do you remember when you used to be able to like press right on a stick and the receiver you're targeting would move
Yes.
right or left? You know? Yeah. I wish that was still a thing. Because there are times when you see an opening in the field and whatever, the awareness of the player just doesn't see it. And I'm assuming that's what causes those things where they just run their route without paying attention to what's going on. Because good players will make decisions on the fly. Which is why I'll never be able to pass to the right side of the field against you.
Well, in the preseason you can, because Revis is enjoying a hot dog on the sideline right now. Oh my. I think I called a screen and then instantly forgot that I called a screen. I was really hoping, and the game's, there's a lot of time left in the game, but if I can get like a first or second and goal at the one, I'm running a slant in honor of the Seahawks.
Fair enough. A little pig play. And I hope God gives his divine intervention. I thought that was wonderful, man. That was the funniest quote of the ever for me. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I thought I had lost that first down because I came so far back for it. I think he intercepted from the intended receiver.
That was amazing, bro. And I was trying to big hit strip that whole time. I've got to let that go, man. There are these instinctual bad habits that I want to make sure I don't develop.
I've got it too, in that there are so many times where I need to hit. We're on Xbox today, so X or square on PlayStation for big hit, or stick. But
Right.
instead, I'm hitting that R1 right bumper strip.
Look at you, Devin.
Look at me not paying attention to the clock. We're going to give Hester a chance to be somebody.
Smoked him, bro.
Oh my.
Is that him again?
Yeah.
Nice. I put him one-on-one and pulled my safety up. Like, whatever, let's see what happens. But didn't stand a chance. That pass was right on time.
We recorded that for you.
Young John Madden, man. I like it. What do you think of the playbook?
It's very basic, but it has obviously a lot of things that work in it.
It's got a lot of the move. Again, it still feels like I'm playing the Patriots. It's got a lot of the movements that you wanted.
Yeah, it's a lot of familiar routes and a lot of familiar. Like if I wanted to start running it, I've already seen basically the entire run lineup that I have. I'd feel, and with all due respect to you, I mean, I'd feel comfortable simming out the rest of this and getting the Eagles game in.
Yeah, I don't mind. Absolutely.
I just feel like we're at a spot where I've got a pretty comfortable lead. I can
feel good about your offense.
Be a jerk and run the ball the entire second half and make things very complicated.
I was wondering about that for sure, but I was also trying to mentally prepare myself to try to make a comeback
to stay
and
in
make it interesting.
I mean, if it was, if I was playing your team, it'd be one thing, but this is just your Redskins, so you have no vested interest in.
Yeah, I didn't do them justice. Plus, I hate them, so whatever.
That's true. I didn't even think about the fact that you were sitting over there playing a team that you hate.
Yeah, right on. So, done and done?
I think so. It says the super system is available when calling plays.
Will I have to do that also?
Am I on offense or defense?
You're on offense.
Why don't you give it a shot? I wonder if we take your controller out of the mix over in the options menu. Oh, we're locked in. Oh, this is no good. Well, it's the beginning of the third. We'll call the play, see how it goes.
All right. Coming for you, Draco. It's not going to work this time, Daniel. I couldn't shut up fast enough. How did the ball get through? How did that happen?
Oh, so depressed about this.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Why is it making you stick to the game? It's very strange, man.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, whatever. All right, Redskins fans. I'll wrap our division hard. Here we go. Look how sad they look. They're so sad. Came all the way out here for this. This first preseason game is sold out, though. Check that out.
I'm surprised there's people in the stands.
Yeah, make it more realistic, Madden designers. Who is there in the second half of a blowout preseason game? Was that Blunt? No. Yeah, it was. You got LeGarrette Blunt still. Oh, wow. Is that realization?
I just didn't like how he was treated the last play. And we're not going to have... We're going to make this game end.
So what are we going with happened to LeGarrette in that Super Bowl? Where did he go?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they thought they couldn't run it, so they're going to put Vereen in. I was surprised at the downs where Brandon Bolden was in instead of Blunt. And you never know all the. I mean, Blunt may have got hurt or, mildly hurt. He was still coming in and out at the end of the game, so he contributed. But that was the one thing I had wrong, is I thought they would run more with him.
And trying to big hit him is pointless. Like with each of those people, I tried to throw a shoulder into him, and yeah, it was useless. Oh, it's hot and rain, huh?
Oh no. We committed to not stopping the clock.
There's something that I do that makes me not switch to the right person on those plays, and I wish I knew what it was.
So I heard this morning that Tom Brady wanted to give the truck he won to Malcolm Butler, because it is because of Malcolm Butler that they won that Super Bowl.
Right.
Which I thought was a cool gesture.
Right.
And apparently the NFL is like, no, you can't do that.
What?
Yeah, which seems like a real jerk thing to do.
What?
Because we know that Tom Brady does not need that truck.
How can the NFL say that? This is the United States of America.
I haven't heard the full story yet, but I hear that he's having some problems with
doesn't
giving
really
it
own
away.
It? Oh, we kind of gave it to you. It's ours. We just let you drive it.
When Tom Brady says he wants Malcolm Butler to have a truck, Chevy should just have one at his house the next day because that's Tom. Yeah, because that's Tom Brady. And who do you want, saying nice things about your product? Who do you want being upset with your product?
But my bigger confusion is, in the United States, somebody is given something, and
if I wanted to give you my car right now,
right,
we would have no problems. So
yeah, and my job can't tell me not to give it to you just because I won it at the Christmas dinner. You know what I'm saying? What are you? Yeah,
if it's mine,
about,
it's mine, right?
Yeah. What are you talking about? He's a patriot, also. He better fight that crap. Oh my God, he fights this. He can run for any campaign that he wants to. Any political office that he wants to.
Oh, we got our chance. We just got to get up to the 1 yard line. This is for you, Seattle. We're going to try to get it at the 1. Well, that was a similar outcome to what I was going for.
God, that pass could have got through though, huh?
It looked like it had a chance. Forgot that it was Garoppolo, who was really not that much worse than Cutler. listen to me say that, Cutler, because Garoppolo may be playing. Way to not get tackled there.
Is that a big hit?
Oh no. Don't let that be somebody I need.
Don't let that be somebody new.
Carlos?
Yeah, that was my first thought. Do you have Carlos Rogers? I don't remember that.
I feel like I did get him late.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
Yep. Madden runs a 3-4 playbook, which is what I drafted. You know, I drafted to
Nice.
play 3-4 in his playbook. I haven't really gotten.
Oh, that's a pick. Oh, wow.
What
Choke.
What a weird situation that was.
That sucks, man.
Let's take it to the 4.
Take it to the 4. One hand. Oh, wow.
A little redskin magic is starting to happen.
Wow.
What was that team this year that
Got him.
nice? There's some team I was playing the Eagles with, and when they would score a touchdown, I would sing a little song. And I can't remember if it was the Redskins or not.
I hope not.
Redskins. That doesn't seem like I could have even tried that. Oh, what a great heroic play.
No, we're still at it. Are you ready for it?
I tried to be.
Yeah, I know you knew it was coming.
But the defense I was in was not
Not
real,
conducive to
not
stopping.
conducive to a goal line stand. This game isn't over yet, folks. See that? Fly, Redskins, fly. That's what it
Damn.
was.
That is not a good song. I don't know what else to say about that other than you should never do it again.
Oh, I wish you were faster.
Hey, he is all kind of geeked up.
Man, there's no guarantee that I'm changing playbooks next week. This one, I'm probably gonna stick with it until I stop having fun with it.
Nice.
There's some neat plays out of it. It's not like formation red and blue like Lombardi.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Get
that's a
back
horse
here.
collar.
Get back here. Get over here. I'm sorry for the past your replay, buddy. I've got to stop that. Sorry, fans.
We're just trying to get out of this one. See what's on the clock after this. Just trying to make it as short as possible.
I thought that was mine.
I thought you had a shot at that too. I put it on the outside and
Nice. That's what saved you for
yeah.
sure.
Garoppolo was a solid backup, which I knew this because Belichick thinks so too.
Right? Way to keep cutting, man. I wanted us to collide, and you laughed at me and kept going.
Oh, we're gonna be so clever.
So clever.
Seahawks, this is for you.
Hang with it.
That was almost the same result.
Got a vision from God.
That poor kid.
Do you think he feels bad about it? Is he getting teased?
A few people I've talked to are teasing him about it, but I feel like I'm with him. Like I understand what he meant.
I do too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He saw the play about to unfold. He
Yeah.
knew what was coming. Absolutely, he did. Oh, a little too much trickeration.
We were overthinking it. Got Blunt in the backfield. What are we doing? There's no guarantee that would have worked for you, Seahawks.
Yeah. How much blame? Like, I know a lot of the blame is going to Pete Carroll. But how much blame does Russell Wilson get for throwing that ball?
I think it's one of those plays where, I mean, it's like boom, boom.
Is it like, do you have to throw it regardless? Like, hey, we just need you to throw the ball. Don't read anything. Is it that kind of play? Is that the order?
I don't know that it's that kind of play, but the way it went down, it felt like there might have been a little bit of that.
I'm just saying. The guy was there so much so that your receiver's sternum got broken. Granted, quick play, Super Bowl. He came from behind a pick to pick the ball off, right? I guess maybe what was Russell's line of vision. But whatever. Just a thought. Because I have been blaming Pete Carroll, and my thought was not blaming him, because I understand like how a person makes the decision. Even more so now, I understand how the decision gets made. Yeah, that's why you don't run head up with Blunt. But Blunt probably could have done it better than Green Ellis versus a tank, because that guy was decent.
Yeah, it was Dan Connor.
Oh, whatever. You got a solid linebacker. Yeah.
Well, he just weird things happen in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. You never know who's going to be put where.
I should have gave it to you, bud. And you.
I liked him being open. Yeah. There's nothing I could do about it.
Get off me.
Did you see the interview after the game where I think they were talking to the Seahawks guy after that penalty that put the Patriots 5 yards up, and they were just going to down the ball and run the game out, and then the Seahawks started to fight.
Right. Unclassy.
Yeah, which is surprising. Yeah, because that was like your thing about the Seahawks. Not yours, but everybody's thing about the Seahawks is they play tough, but they're
classy.
Yeah, and most of them are.
And
That doesn't. But this guy was talking to. I think the reporter asked him what was going on, and he's like, "This is football. You don't even understand football. All you've ever done in your life is pick up a microphone." And I'm like, "What a jerk!" This guy's just mad.
Yeah.
He was
mad.
Yeah.
His heart just got broken.
I'm sure it was hard to go line up and play defense at that particular point of the game.
Run over. Hit him with the thunderball. Nothing. Get the table. Man, it's horrible for that kid.
You saw that
Yeah.
the whole way. I was like, I'm a blitz. No, I better not. And then I'm trying to recover. You were all over it.
Oh, wow. So were you, huh? I didn't even see that. I didn't see that blitz coming at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, my guy. I was the guy I controls. Like,
Right.
I'm a blitz. Oh, no, there's a guy that needs to be covered. And I turned around and I'm running so hard to try to catch up with him, but it's too late.
That's funny. Did you see what was going on when he let the ball go?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't see that at all. I still don't know how to do this.
You're the only one that's had a successful one so far. Seems a little random.
It seems a little random. I guess we are to assume that if you're passing the ball, I feel bad for them.
They fought it.
I wonder if that was your DB. Got little Butler over there.
Possibly. Alright, it's the game. I'm going to put it in the end zone one time.
I'll put this in a one-on-one situation. They probably won't be. It'll be 2-on-1, depending on who you go to.
Ugh. I don't like them.
I just have 3 deep, though. I guess I should control the middle. Oh, why did you spin the wrong way, man? D. Butler. Who was the... He just got that last pick.
T. Butler. Ooh, I don't know.
What's the Patriots Butler's name? Do you remember?
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Yeah, that's
Well,
a D. Butler.
It was Austin Davis. Alright, fun game. Nice talking Super Bowl, and we will see you guys shortly with the Eagles mystery fantasy opponent.
Absolutely.